All right, welcome on back here to Up North at 4. Tracy Roller from First Student joining us now. And you guys specialize in student transportation, specifically student transportation.
Specifically students.
So like if Jeff and I were like, hey, can we get a bus? No, got to be a student, right?
Well, if you called our charter center, we could set you up with a bus. Yes.
See, that was a good plug. Yeah. That was a good plug.
Yeah.
And obviously you guys are in the business right now of recruiting more drivers for the school year, right? How's that going?
Absolutely. Well, we're doing pretty well, but we always are looking for more drivers, always looking for people who are willing to help out in the community and make a difference for the kids, and now is the best time to train because they'll be ready for the school year.
And I'm kind of curious, what kind of person makes the best bus driver? Is it someone who, what kind of hours does this require?
It requires hours in the morning, so we start our first run somewhere around 6 a.m. and they finish up about 9. Then you get a break in the middle, unless you want to drive a midday route, which would be the little kids, the early childhood, and the 4K. You could pick up a midday. Then our second route starts around 1:30, 2 o'clock in the afternoon, gets done about 4:30.
Got it.
Not too bad. And if I'm not mistaken, too, is it a CDL license? Is that the correct terminology?
Yes, it is a commercial driver's license. You need a Class B with a passenger and a school bus endorsement. We provide the training for that. So if you come in with just a regular license, we teach you how to handle that big bus.
Okay.
Yeah, I mean, because it does make me a little nervous backing up a bus.
Have you backed up a bus before?
No, but I would be nervous. Backing up a boat into the lake.
Okay,
it's similar, right? You can't see everything, but you learn. You'll teach us how to do that.
We will teach you how to do that, and with a bus, you have a whole lot more mirrors than you do when you're backing your boat into the lake. And the benefit is the school bus doesn't bend in the middle like a trailer.
All right. I say, that makes it a little easier. I'm not going to say it's easy, but maybe easier, right? And I was surprised to learn, Jeff, you mentioned right before we started chatting here that as a little kid, what was it? Just tell us what your dream job was.
Literally for years, when I was, probably kindergarten through 3rd grade, I wanted to be a bus driver. Like, that was my goal in life. I wanted to be a bus driver. And I just thought driving a bus was the coolest thing ever. The little red stop sign that comes out and the big handle you pull.
I love the handle,
by the way, Tracy told us those handles are now gone.
Yeah, what's going on with this, Tracy?
Well, they're trying to make the buses a little more ergonomically comfortable for the drivers, so the handle that you have to reach way out. And those of us who are a little space efficient and have a shorter wingspan, that handle was a little hard to get to. So the electric switches and air doors have replaced the big old manual handle.
Did you guys ever think about recruiting like former basketball players with the big wingspan?
We will take anybody who is able to pass the background check and the drug test, and we will teach you how to drive that bus.
I'm just spitballing ideas here, Tracy.
This seems like such a rewarding career, though, right? I mean, you get to work with kids. The schedule is not awful, which a lot of jobs, the schedule is just a little goofy. I'm in one of those. You know what I mean? But you can be somebody who's, partially retired, who wants a part-time job. Is it part-time and full-time?
It's part-time. You can pick up extra hours always. There is always extra work to be picked up, and it's great for people who have kids at home. If you're looking for a side hustle where you've got something where you do online during the day and you want something to fill in and bring in a little more steady income, we offer child ride-alongs if your kids are 1 year old into school. They are able to ride with you while you drive your route. You bring them in, they ride with you, you take them home. No daycare.
That'd be
really cool.
And for the kid, though, I'd be mad. Like, my mom was on the bus with me, I'd be like,
they're waking you up at like 5:30, like, all right, come on.
Well, my girls actually rode with me when I started this job. I started with First about 17 years ago, and my girls rode with me, and they grew up around school buses. Neither one of them drive one now, but they did grow up, and it gives you the opportunity to work the schedule that your kids are in school, and it gives you the opportunity to get paid to take their field trips. Kind of bonus.
Do they get to pick what city they drive the bus in?
We have locations in Wausau, Green Bay, and Wrightstown. So yes, they get to pick their city if they're one of those 3.
Got it.
And our starting wages are $18.50 an hour in Wausau, with up to a $3,000 bonus if you come in fully licensed.
Not a bad little cash flow. And I think at some point later in the summer, Tracy, we might have to help Jeff live out his childhood dream of driving a bus.
We can arrange for you to drive a bus.
Did you just ask this? Is this happening for me?
I don't know if we got to pull some strings here, Tracy, but if we can make this happen.
We will work together and make this happen.
She knows people.
I can get this to happen.
Well, Tracy, thank you so much for sitting down and chatting with us. We'll have to chat again later this summer, but in the meantime, we're going to take a quick break, and then Jeff and I are going head-to-head. Stick with us on Up North at 4.
I can drive a bus.